Hello everyone. Question number 1 is which option is a strong verb? So we are given 4 verbs here which are deal, keep, slay and spoil. And we have to pick that verb which is a strong verb. So see, strong verbs are basically irregular verbs. Okay. Of which the past and past participle forms are not formed by adding ed at the end. Okay, those are regular verbs. Regular verbs are those whose past or past participle forms are formed by adding ed at the end. But in case of strong verb or irregular verbs, it is not the case. In fact, their past or past participle forms are formed by making changes to the vowel present in that verb. Okay, and such a verb in this case is slay. Because if I talk about its past and past participle forms, they are slew and slain. You see, it's not slayed, as is the case with most of the verbs. Okay, those are regular, as in this. Deal, it is dealt. Okay, sometimes it is T also at the end. Instead of ED, it's T. So definitely not a strong verb. Keep, kept, not a strong verb again. Spoil, spoiled. It can be T also. Spoiled is also right. Okay. Spoiled. Not a strong verb again. This one is strong verb because its past and past participle forms are formed by making changes to vowel A in slay. Slay, slew, slain. So definitely option C is the right answer. In next question, we have to tell which option is a synonym of embargo. Is it boycott, cargo, departure, or inferno? So let me tell you the meaning of this word first, which is embargo. Embargo basically is an official order. It's an official order that bans trade with another country or with other country. Okay. And if I look at the options, the word similar in meaning to embargo is boycott. This one, option A, is the synonym of embargo. It also means an official order that bans trade with other country. Departure is the act of leaving a place. Okay, it's an act of leaving. Not a right one. Cargo. Cargo are the goods. Okay, cargo are those goods which are carried in a ship or maybe an aircraft or a motor vehicle. So goods are called cargo. Goods carried in ship or aircraft. Okay. Now next is inferno. Inferno is a large dangerous fire that is out of control. Okay. A large dangerous fire is called inferno. So definitely the right answer, the synonym of embargo is boycott. Option E. Then next we have question number 3. Which option can be an infinitive? Or V1 you can say. So definitely that word will be a V1 which is a verb among all. Okay. Now if I talk about sell, hell and sail. All of these are not even verbs. Okay, they all are nouns. If I talk about this, fell. So see, fell is a past form also and it is a present form also. Let me tell you how. Fell. Fell is the past form of fall. Okay, fall is V1, fell is V2, V3 of which is fallen. But do you know this verb fell is V1 also. Okay, it is another verb, fell, which is in present form, which is V1. And if I talk about its past and past participle forms, those are felled and felt. Okay, so definitely option B can be an infinitive. It can be V1 as you can see in this case. Fell, felt. Here it is present form and you can also call it V1. Next is question number 4. Which option is an adverb? Ghastly, leisurely, seldom, or timely. We have to pick that option which is an adverb. So see, first one is ghastly. Ghastly is not an adverb. Rather, it's an adjective. And what does it mean? Ghastly means something very unpleasant or frightening. Okay, ghastly means very frightening or unpleasant. For example, ghastly crime, ghastly murder. Next one we have is leisurely. This word again is an adjective. Leisurely means something done without hurry. Done without hurry. For example, we had a leisurely meal. Okay. Then we have timely. Same. Timely is also an adjective. Timely means happening at the right time. Okay. Happening exactly at the right time. The time at which it was supposed to happen. Happening exactly at the right time. For example, it's a timely reminder for you. Like that. Now, we are left with only one option, which is seldom. Seldom is an adverb. And seldom means, what does this word mean? Seldom means rarely. Not often, rarely. For example, we seldom visit that mall. Okay, means we rarely go to that mall. So seldom is an adverb. Next is question number 5. Which option is not an uncountable noun? Chaos, ethos, kudos, or pathos? If I talk about chaos, kudos, and pathos, all three are uncountable nouns. Okay, chaos means lack of order or the state of complete disorder. Kudos is the praise and honor, okay, that goes with some achievement. Pathos. Pathos is the description, okay, such a description that it can be description of a person, description of anything that makes you feel sympathy, that makes you feel sad. That is pathos. So all of these are uncountable. The only one among these which is not an uncountable noun, in fact, an accountable noun is ethos. Ethos are what? Ethos are the morals and attitudes that belong to a particular person, group, or a society. Okay, these are morals and attitudes. So ethos is definitely not an uncountable noun. In fact, it is countable and the right answer for this question. Then in the next one, we have to tell the word which completes this irreversible word pair, hammer and blank. Is it hammer and axe, hammer and spanner, hammer and nail, or hammer and sword? Mark the pronunciation of this word. It's not sword, it's sword. Sword. W is silent in this word. So, in fact, but by the way, this is not the right answer. Okay, I was just telling you the pronunciation. The right answer is this. The irreversible word pair is hammer and nail. Okay, sometimes we say that you nailed it. Okay, you hammered it means you have done something so well. Okay, so in that case, we can say hammer and nail. So definitely option C is the right answer. In the next question, you have to tell which option is an antonym of, means opposite of unhandy. Okay, So let me tell you the meaning first. Unhandy means not skillful in using hands. Okay. If you are not able to do something well with your hands, means you are not skillful in using your hands. It means you are unhandy. And the opposite of the same is dexterous. Because dexterous means showing or having skill, especially with your hands. Okay, so definitely this word is the opposite of or the antonym of unhandy. Unhandy is not skillful in using hands, and dexterous is showing or having skill using your hands. Okay, with your hands. If I talk about handy, this word seems the opposite of unhandy, but it is not so, because handy is a different word which means easy to use or to do. Okay, useful, something which is of use. Okay, that is useful. But if I talk about this word, auxiliary. Auxiliary means giving help to a main group of workers. Okay, giving support or giving help. It means giving help or support to the main group of workers basically. So you can call it giving help or giving support. So definitely not the antonym of unhandy. If I talk about the right answer, that is only and only dexterous. Unhandy, not skillful in using hands. Dexterous, skillful in using hands. Next question is, which option is a homonym? First, third, fifth, or last? Before answering this question, you should know what are homonyms. Homonyms are those words which are spelled and pronounced alike. Means same, okay. Which are spelled same, which are pronounced same, but have different meanings. But their meanings are different. So if I talk about first, fifth, or third, they have only one meaning. Like first means first, one in number, okay. Third, on the third number, okay, three. Then fifth means all of them have one meaning only. But if I talk about last, it is definitely a homonym because last can have multiple meanings. See, last can be something final, okay, final, or you can say occurring at the end. That is last. Last can also mean previous, last night, okay, previous, or it can also mean most recent. The most recent one is also called the last one, right? Last can sometimes also mean to continue or to endure. Okay, means some things last forever. Okay, they continue forever. So like that. So last is the homonym definitely because this word spelled and pronounced same. Okay, and but you can see but have different meanings. So that's why last is the right answer. Then we have which option completes the simile as silent as the blank. You see this structure, this as structure shows similarity. Okay, so we use it to show similarity between two things. So we have now to pick such a word which you can compare or you can show similarity with this word silent. Lamb, snake, grass, or grave. So it is definitely grave. We say as silent as the grave, which means extremely quiet. Okay, if a place is extremely quiet, you can call it, it is as silent as the grave. So definitely option B is the right answer. Then we have question number 10, which option is not spelled correctly. You have to pick that word which is not correct in spelling. Amputation, it is correct, means correct spelling, not the right answer for this question for sure. Annotation, again correctly spelled. Hesitation, correctly spelled. This word, if you see, repetition. Repetition, spelling is not this. Repetition, no. The correct spelling of this word is repetition. This. R-E-P-E-T-I-T-I-O-N. So definitely option D is the right answer. Let's talk about next one, which is which option has the correct syllables of nominee. So in this case, you have to choose such an option which shows you the correct syllables of this word nominee. So let me tell you. Firstly, this word has 3 syllables. 1, 2, 3, but not the right one. Right in number, but syllables are not right. Okay, it's not no, me, me. No. This is like only 1 syllable, which is not at all correct. 1, 2, incorrect. Option B is the right one. See, syllables of nominee are this. Nom, e, me. Okay. So option B is the right syllable of nominee and is the right answer of this question. Then we have question number 12. Which option is not a past tense? Okay. So answer will definitely be such a word which is not a verb. Okay. Because if a word is a verb, definitely, adding ed at the end will be like most probably it will be the past tense, because most verbs are regular verbs, like past forms of which are past or past participle forms also are formed by adding ed at the end. Okay, so we have to pick such a word which is not even a verb. Okay, so if I talk about amplified, amplify is a verb. Amplify is a verb. And it is the past tense of amplify. Amplify means to increase the strength of something. Horrify, again, a verb. Okay, horrify means to make someone feel frightened. Okay, to make someone feel shocking. Okay, or frightened. That is horrified. Horrified is the past tense of horrify. There is another verb which is liquefy. And liquefied is definitely the past tense of liquefy. Liquefy means to become liquid or to make something liquid. Then we have this word, rarefied. Rarefied is not a verb. Okay, it is not the past tense or not even a verb, because this word is an adjective. Though ends in ed, but still it is not a verb, rather it's an adjective. Rarefied. You must have heard this word rare. Something which doesn't happen very often. Okay, that thing is rare, right? Once in a blue moon. Something which happens once in a blue moon means it happens very rarely. So rarefied is something experienced by only a very small group of people, okay? And those who share a common interest, or you can say share a particular area of knowledge or activity. Okay, so experienced by only small group of people who share a particular area of knowledge or activity. So that is rarefied. It's not a verb, rather it's an adjective. So definitely the right answer of this question. Then we have next question number 13. Which option is a compound noun? Now see, sometimes there can be 2 or more words. Okay, sometimes there can be 2 or more words which when written together forms a noun. Okay, and that noun is called compound noun. Okay, such a noun is called compound noun. So, for example, one of the examples I can give you is son-in-law, daughter-in-law, brother-in-law. Okay, so like that. They are compound nouns. So we have to pick such an option which is a compound noun, which is formed by combining two or more words. Talking parrot, not a compound noun. Talking here is an adjective and parrot is a noun. Okay. Talking parrot, talking here is qualifying parrot. It's working as an adjective. Similarly, walking adjective, doll noun, walking doll. Walking is here qualifying this noun doll. Sleepless night, again adjective and noun. Sleepless is an adjective qualifying night, sleepless night. If I talk about this option, lawn tennis, this is definitely a compound noun and is the right answer of our question. Okay, lawn tennis is a compound noun and that's why the right answer. Then we have question number 14. Which option is of a feminine gender? Okay, so we have basically 4 genders which are masculine, feminine, common, and neuter. So we have 4 genders: masculine for male, feminine for female, common, which is for both, and neuter is for none. Like it's for non-living things, you can say that is neuter gender, as in table, chair. Okay. So which one is a feminine gender? Chicken, crocodile, and sparrow all are masculine genders. If I talk about duck, duck among these is the only one which is of feminine gender. Then we have question number 15. Which option is a blend word? Now what is blend word? See, sometimes, we combine 2 words and form 1 word of them. For instance, you must have heard, very common, breakfast plus lunch together is called brunch. So you see, brunch is a blend word. Another example I can give you is hungry plus angry. It becomes hangry. Hangry is another a blend word. Okay. So day, week, and month are not blend words. The blend word among them is fortnight. Fortnight is 14 plus nights. This is called fortnight. So definitely fortnight is a blend word and is the right answer of our question. Then we have question number 16. Which option is the sound a rabbit makes? Okay, so which sound rabbit makes? Rabbit squeak. Okay. So for rabbit, it is definitely squeak. Rabbits makes squeak sound. If I talk about click, there is a mouse click, you must have heard, right? So when you press the button on a computer mouse, it's called click. The sound made is called click. That's a click, right? Not the right one. Now, what is this grunge and what is snort? Snort is basically a loud sound that you make by breathing air out through your nose. Okay, noisily sometimes, you breathe out air. That sound is snort. Okay, snoring you must have heard. People snore during sleep. So snort. Snort is that sound that you make by breathing air out noisily. Okay, through your nose. Now grunt. Grunt is also a sharp, low sound. It can be made by a person or an animal like pigs. Okay, pigs grunt. Pigs make this sound grunt. Okay, it's a very sharp, low sound that a person or an animal makes. So definitely right answer is option D, squeak. Then we have next one, question number 17. The statistics in that report blank incorrect. Some of you can get confused in this question because some of you will think that statistics, it's a singular subject because it's the field of study. But let me tell you, this word can have 2 meanings, okay? One, statistics is a field of study. Okay, and in that case, it is a singular noun, no doubt. But do you know, statistics can also mean data. or the collection of information. Okay, statistics also means some data. So here we are talking about that it's incorrect. So definitely field of study is not incorrect. We are talking about data here, and data is a plural term. Okay, so we consider data plural. When statistics have this meaning data, it is considered a plural noun. That's why we'll use are for it. Okay, for plural subjects, we use plural verb. The statistics in that report are incorrect, not is or was. Okay. Now, in the next question, again, it's a fill in the blanks, but there was only blank information at the airport. Few, little, a few, small. This can be clearly ruled out because we can't use small for information. Information can not be small or, huge. No, information can't be like that. If I talk about these two, few or a few, these determiners are used for uncountable nouns. Few books, a few friends, okay, few chairs, few tables, a few places. So we use few and a few for countable nouns. If I talk about information, information is an uncountable noun, okay? And uncountable nouns cannot take this determiner few or a few, okay? We have determiners like little, much, okay, for uncountable nouns. So definitely little will be the answer. There was only little. Little means almost none. Okay, there was almost no information at the airport. Little information. The company is taking blank new workers this July. Take on, take at, take up, or take over. So we are given 4 phrasal verbs here with verb take, and we have to pick the right one. So let me tell you the meanings of all these phrasal verbs. Only then we can decide which one is the right answer. So firstly, take on. Take on means to employ somebody. Okay. The company takes on staff, right? They employ people, they hire. Okay. It means to employ or to hire somebody. If I talk about take at is not even a phrasal verb. Okay. Take at is not even a phrasal verb. It's not the right one. Take up means to continue. Okay, to continue after somebody or something has been already finished. Okay, has already finished something else, and you are continuing after that. Okay, one person has completed something. Okay, till some point, and you are continuing from that particular point onwards. So that means take up means to continue. If I talk about take over means to replace. Okay, take over means to replace somebody or something. Okay, you take over someone, you replace that person. So now the company is taking what? New workers. The company is taking on. Definitely the company is hiring or employing new workers this July. Then question number 20 is Nergis' blank MBA. Don't go by the letter. In articles, whenever you have to fill articles, never go by the letter. Okay, never go by the letter means don't look at this letter M. In fact, focus on the sound, whether it's a vowel sound or a consonant one. M, a sound is there means it's a vowel sound, so you have to go with an MB. No matter letter is M, but its sound is vowel. Okay. Then again, don't go by the letter. University. Or it will be because it is U. U. It's a consonant sound. Alright. Then her brother is still an under. Don't go by the letter because letters are same. In both these words, letters are same. University and undergraduate. The first letter is same. But look at the sound. Focus on the sound. U. But here, vowel sound. Okay. So that's why an MBA, a university, an undergraduate. It is. That's why an. So an, a, and an. And you can see which option has this order an, a, and an. It is option C. So definitely option C is the right answer.